girls, boys, men.
Yeah.
Boys to men.
I was going to say guys and gals, and it just came out gals and girls. So this was just for the ladies.
Just for the ladies today. Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry, guys. No, anyway. Hello, welcome to Budsverse. Me, my name is me.
Yes.
You're you.
You, yes.
And we're just going to go with that.
And together we are we.
Together we are we.
Yes.
So it's me, James, as with me as always.
Chad.
My buddy Chad, and we're going to talk about our favorites today. Today is all about faves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Favorites.
Favorite things. I think we'll start with foods.
Yes.
That's where we start every conversation.
Right. It's a good place to start.
It's always at the top of the list. I'm not sure why, but it's there.
Yeah. Because everyone has favorite foods.
Yeah.
Everybody on the planet.
Everybody has an opinion.
Well, sure.
About favorite foods.
Yeah.
And why yours is wrong and theirs is right.
Yeah.
We're no different.
Yeah.
We like to debate these things. Anyway, let's start off. I'm going to ask you some rapid fire. You better be ready.
I'm ready.
Be that rapid.
I was born ready.
I'm just kidding. Chips. What's your favorite chip?
Okay. I'm not ready, apparently.
It's already going to be passionate.
Yeah, it's already going to be passionate.
Love it.
I have favorite chips. My favorite chip, probably in the world, is Snyder's barbecue chips. You can't get them here in Texas.
Yep.
You can get Snyder's pretzels, but you can't get barbecue chips. So I can only get them when I go to the East Coast. And my second favorite, is right up there with it, is Mr. B's potato chips. Another potato chip that you can only get in West Virginia. But sour cream and onion Mr. B potato chips are amazing. And I love them. But if you're looking for something that's not locally based, Universal?
I think H-E-B has Mr. B's.
No, they don't.
I'm pretty sure.
I would have found it by now. They do not.
I think it's titled Mr. B.
It's too good to come to Texas. That's why it just stays in West Virginia. No, just picking. But no. Other than that, like my third, you can get anywhere. Yeah, that you can get anywhere.
Yeah.
Would be the chili Doritos. They come in a purple bag.
All right.
Sweet chili Doritos. My goodness, they're amazing, and they will blow your mind. If you haven't tried them, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
Go out there and get it and try it.
What are you doing?
Yeah, they're amazing. So what about you?
Sweet chili Doritos. I am pretty basic. I like the Cheez-Ums Pringles.
Okay.
This is no particular order.
Right.
Because it depends on what mood I'm in that day.
Sure.
What my favorite chip is that day. I don't know. It's universally, I'll go with nacho cheese Doritos.
Okay.
That's pretty basic.
Right.
You can get them anywhere.
Yeah.
It is a pretty great chip. I like it. But I don't really care that much about brands, I guess, necessarily.
Right.
I don't care. I mean, Cheetos. I think Cheetos are fantastic.
Sure.
But I'll have a Cheeto, and I won't want a Cheeto again for a year.
A year.
I'm fine.
Meet your
Unless
Cheeto
it's the
quota.
jalapeno Cheetos.
Oh, okay.
Those bad boys, I'll eat a day.
I haven't had any of those.
It's kind of like it's not good. It's an addiction. It's
not good.
Like the chip's amazing.
Okay.
Like the chip is amazing. It's not good how addicting it can be.
Right.
I wouldn't call it like an amazing chip. It's just like...
It's just one of those you can't stop eating it?
It's crunchy.
As long as
of
there.
course it's crunchy.
Yeah.
It's got the tang and it got the heat.
Right.
It's got the little sweet because all chips do.
Yeah.
And
You gotta
I don't
have
know
that.
what it is. It's just addicting. It's just an amazing chip. Stupid. But yeah, I always end up eating too many of them. But then I'll go like 5 years without eating cheese puffs.
Right.
And then I have one. And then there's the whole bag gone.
It's like, it reminds me of like, you know at Christmas time where they have the white cheese balls and they're like white? Man, those
white
things are,
cheese?
yes, they're so addictive.
Yeah.
Like they come in a big barrel. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then you sit there and you got cheese hand all day.
It's like caramel popcorn. Don't
Yeah.
like it all. I don't like it.
Right.
But it's Christmas time and you got a trash can full of it.
Yeah, so you just
we
eat
call
it.
them trash cans.
Right.
Or, I don't know. Is that what? I don't know. Whatever that is.
It is a trash can. It's a
pour.
small
That's what
trash
it
can.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's supposed to put other stuff in, but we just repurposed it as a trash can. But before that, it was full of like the cheddar popcorn, the regular popcorn, and caramel.
Caramel.
And
Yes.
I rarely ate the regular.
Right.
Eat the cheese first.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh god, it's like caramel. And then you eat a couple pieces, you're like, oh.
Yeah, not that bad.
Mind. Until your teeth hurt, and it's like,
You gotta find that one person that's lame in the family to come eat the regular.
Oh, I'll take all the regular.
Like, yeah, you're the lamest of us all.
I get all of it to myself. Y'all have to share the cheddar.
Yeah.
Okay. They found the loophole in the matrix.
Exactly.
They fixed it. Okay, you get a whole lot of junky stuff. Very good.
Exactly.
All right, what about soda? What's your favorite soda? Go ahead. Do you think?
Okay. My favorite soda is probably hands down Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper is amazing. Yes. It's just so good. And I love it. I've loved it ever since I was a kid. And it's just great. It's just really a good soda. It just nails it on every level for me.
Yeah.
I'm a Dr. Pepper person. I mean, I'll drink other stuff. You know, I like Coke, and I can drink Pepsi. I can drink pretty much anything.
Yeah.
But if I'm forced to be like, what do you want to drink? It's Dr. Pepper, hands down.
Right. I'm a Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Are you talking about actual Coca-Cola, or are you just calling all?
I don't call everything Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola is Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it's a Texas thing for y'all.
Pepsi's Coke.
No, it's not.
Orange Fanta, Coke.
No, it's not.
Purple Fanta.
You're insane.
Coke. Sprite. Clear Coke.
No, it's not. That's not what it is. That's crazy.
That's how we do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Hey, can I have a Coke? Sure.
It's actually pop.
And then you went.
If you want to be official,
false.
it's pop.
Don't go down this road. We're not here for this today. Talk about all the weird things that you say.
Pop.
You're in the wrong country.
I want cold pop.
I want cold pop. I'll cold pop you in the face.
Yeah.
I never got that. I always thought it was such a weird thing when I heard someone say it. I didn't hear it until I was probably a teenager.
Right.
I even met someone that said something so foolish. Like,
not foolish.
Hey, do you have any pop?
It's educated.
It's like, I thought they were talking about that popping candy. Like,
oh,
literally.
yeah.
I was like, no. Like, that, we don't barely have it sometimes at Halloween. And then I picked up a soda, or, I picked up my Coke and was drinking it. And they're like, I just asked you if you had a pop.
Exactly.
And I just told you no. Like, it was almost an argument. Like, a fight.
Right.
It's like, I asked for a pop. Like,
right.
I don't know what you're saying. It took somebody else to
Growing up, that's what we called it. Pop.
Coke, man.
I want a pop. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a weird thing.
Yeah.
The Coca-Cola.
Yes.
Coca-Cola Coke.
Yes.
Is the best Coke out of all the Cokes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's my opinion. Like, again, I'll drink anything. I get on like a root beer kick every now and again.
Yeah, root beer is good.
It's one of it's up there, but whatever. What about candy? What's your favorite candy? You have a favorite candy? Candy.
What are we talking about? Chocolate candy, or what are we talking about?
No, chocolate is chocolate.
Chocolate. Okay, because with Reese's,
candy, chewy candy.
Would Reese's
do not count.
Yeah, because it's not a real thing.
Okay.
Reese's is Reese's considered that or that? Okay, so you're asking for something that's not chocolate.
Candy-coated chocolate.
Something that is candy.
Or candy. Jolly Ranchers. You like Jolly Ranchers? Like,
yes,
you know what I mean?
love Jolly Ranchers. I love. You know what I found out I love recently, like this past year. Yeah. I love Jelly Bellies.
Oh yeah.
I was an anti-jelly bean person forever. And then one day my wife said, here, we got this thing. We were doing something. And she's like, here's some Jelly Bellies. And I was like, these are gross. And I picked up a handful and put them. And, man, I'm hooked. Like,
these are gross. So you put a handful in
yes.
your mouth.
Yeah. And I still got to treat stuff. When my wife tells me to eat something, I usually just do it.
That's
She's like,
gross.
here you go. Eat it. And, man, I love them. Jelly Bellies are amazing. And I love Jolly Ranchers.
All flavors?
And I love
which favorite
all of them, man. All the flavors. Except for the gross game. Like where they
that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Those are
but like any kind of the flavors, they're great. But yeah, I love Jolly Ranchers. I love what are they? Laffy Taffy. Man, Laffy Taffy is good. Those are some of my favorites. So what about your non-chocolate candy?
Twizzlers, the filled Twizzlers.
Yeah, the ropes.
Yeah. Well, isn't the ropes the ones that peel apart?
I don't know.
The long thingies, yes.
Yeah.
That are filled with, I like the lemon and cherry, or lemon and strawberry. I think that's my fave. I could eat way too many of them.
Yeah. That's what anything is with candy. I mean, it's meant
I
to.
don't really like hard candy that much.
I mean,
like Jolly Rancher's flavor.
Yes.
But, like, I hate having them in my mouth for hours. Like, I don't like lollipops. I don't like...
right.
I like Tootsie Rolls, like the Tootsie Pops.
Yes.
Or the gum one.
Yeah,
Because
the
I
gum
will
one
fast
is.
forward and just chomp that bad boy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't wait. I'm like the owl.
Yeah.
1,
2,
2,
3.
3. That's me.
Yeah.
I will. It takes a couple licks and I'm there.
Right.
I don't do the whole hours and hours of like a big thing in your mouth and the stick gets all slimy and gross and spit. Ugh. Not a fan. But
Not
anyway,
a fan. Not a fan.
I like the chewy candies, like the chewy sweet tarts.
Yes.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Sprees.
Those are real good.
Yeah. What about chocolate?
Reese's.
Reese's.
I mean, you
Almond
can't.
Joy, I think, is my top, and then Reese's peanut butter cups. They're okay.
Almond Joy, really?
Yeah, I love Almond Joy.
That's lame.
You're lame.
You're lame.
You're lame.
Almond Joy? Doesn't even have nuts, man.
It has an almond in it.
Oh, yeah, Mounds don't. I forgot the song.
But Mounds are pretty good too. But Almond Joy is the best. Like, it has
Yeah.
the two.
Well, but I'm not a super
Almonds.
coconut fan. I mean, I like coconut in some
Right.
things, but I'm not a super duper coconutty person.
Yeah.
But I love the combination of chocolate and Reese's peanut butter. Not any. I don't want these lame homemade. It's just like a Reese's cup. No, it's not. It's not. Stop trying to pound it off as it is
Yeah.
for all you home cooks. It's never going to be Reese's.
Stop lying.
Yeah. But Reese's is amazing. And probably right up there with it is another candy bar that for some reason I can't find anywhere in Texas. Fifth Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of Fifth Avenue?
Heard of it. Never had one.
Okay, it is amazing. To me, it's like a superior Butterfinger is what it tastes like. But those two are like my amazing thing. I couldn't even get it here. My mother-in-law one time bought me a whole box for Christmas. Had to ship it to me.
You can't get a Fifth Avenue here?
No, I've
How
looked
did
in.
I see them?
I don't know. That's what I'm
I've lived
saying.
here forever.
I don't know. I've looked in every gas station, and they don't have them
You know why?
because they're amazing.
Because they were terrible.
No.
And nobody ate them, but
They're
some
amazing.
weird guy from West Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, why do we even have these?
Yeah,
They
But
just
let's-
sat there and
but let's
rotted on
put
the shelves
the lame
for
coconut
years.
junk on the
I
shelf.
wonder how they keep selling.
It's propaganda.
Weird.
It's the coconut people
Coconut people
pushing their propaganda.
on
We've had enough coconut.
pushing it by
people.
people buying it.
We've had enough of the coconut propaganda.
Idiot.
Take it back to the island.
Propaganda.
Stop forcing it on us. No. But no, those are my two favorites. So, what you said yours was Mounds. You got any more?
Not Mounds.
Or no?
Almond Joy.
Almond Joy.
Yeah.
It was so lame
Peanut
I
butter
forgot.
cup. I mean, obviously Reese's peanut butter cup. So lame you forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Appreciate it. Glad we're keeping it simple today. I don't know why we're friends. I'm not doing this. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I quit.
I quit.
No. What? Here's a good one. And I think we're pretty similar on this one, or pretty close. What about pizza? What's your favorite pizza joint? Let's go with favorite pizza from which place. It doesn't have to be like the top three, Kings or
Right.
whatever. But you go.
Favorite pizza. Now, are we talking like chains where everybody, or just like wherever?
Everybody, anywhere. Favorite pizza.
Okay.
And where did you get it?
My favorite pizza of all time. I know I sound like a huge homer, but
Homer.
yeah, not Homer Simpson. Like
Okay.
for where I'm from, West Virginia, is a place called Possum Holler
Start with
Pizza.
stuff. I'm out. Go ahead. Possum
Holler Pizza. It's in West Virginia,
I'm tempted already.
and it's not made of possum.
It's
That's just the
roasted
name.
possum
Yeah.
parts.
So don't think that. But it is amazing. It is amazing pizza. It's the best pizza I've ever had in my life. But I have found something
What's on
here.
it? What's on the pizza?
Anything you want to put on it?
No. Not.
Oh,
What is your favorite pizza
meats.
and where from?
Okay. Possum Holler.
Uh-huh.
Meats. And
What kind of meats? Like everything?
yeah, like
Spicy
pepperoni,
or regular?
regular.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't eaten it in years.
Bacon or ham? Bacon?
Bacon.
Ham?
Yeah, ham, sausage, salami.
Sausage.
You're asking me a bunch of questions I don't know. the
I
answer to.
know.
Yeah.
Give us some stuff, man. Give us some deets, bro.
It just tastes good, and
Okay.
and I love the fact that they cut it in squares.
Right?
It's not your typical triangle. They cut it in squares.
Just like our good friends over at Paint's Pizza.
I know. That's what I was getting ready to say. My second...
I said it first.
Yeah, I know.
I win.
But shout out to Mike Painter.
Yeah.
Paint's Pizza here in Victoria is the closest thing to Possum Holler that I've ever had in my life.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's amazing. It is amazing.
Work on
because they do it the same way Mike does it. Like, all the toppings, the cheese goes on the top, and it's so good, and I love those.
Okay.
Now, those are, like, my personal favorites of, like, little spots that people probably can't go unless you're in those spots. But if we're talking, like, main chain, like, across the board,
right.
I would have to say Domino's. I really like Domino's. For a long time, I was a Papa John's man. I just loved Papa John's. But here lately, Domino's has like stepped it up in my book, and they're doing good.
Really good.
So that's mine. So, what's yours?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't have.
You asked the question.
Favorite
Don't know.
topping. I don't really. I like meat stuff. I don't know.
I like pineapple.
The best pizza. You're gross. You're so. I know you do. Don't let you order pizzas. Basically, so that's what we're getting to.
I'm a master pizza order.
You're a terrible pizza orderer. Hey, what do you want on your pizza? Everyone shouted out, went on the pizza.
Went on it.
All at one time.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Anyway, we didn't care. Whatever.
Yeah.
Moving on. I think the best pizza I've ever had. Now, I worked for Little Caesar Pizza in high school and out of high school. The best one I ever had was just this concoction we came up with we just did it. And it was just a regular, it was just regular toppings. We used to make it all the time, but we would mix in our ranch dressing with our marinara, which is a little bit of marinara. We make a sauce, then we would put down bacon in that on top of the dough. And then we would put like a little bit of cheese on top of that. Then a few more toppings and a little bit more cheese, and like top it with jalapenos. And then run it through a couple times, or like a time and a half, so it's like nice and crispy. It's like hand tossed, but really crispy hand tossed. It was amazing. Yeah, that was the best thing. It was like a creation we made, but like I wish we could have sold it, but it would have taken forever to make the thing.
Right.
It was like halted production every Friday.
But you had the hookup since you worked there.
Boy, I did. Yes, it was amazing. All those shout out to all my Little Caesar peeps. All those late nights. And then, can I make a pizza to go home? Can I make a pizza to take home? When I was 16, that was a question every night. Can we make a pizza to take home? And when I was 21, the same thing. Can I make a pizza to take home? So I didn't have to ask anybody. But other than that, it was amazing. That was good stuff. But as far as chains go, I don't know. I'm with you. I think Domino's it's up there. Papa John's probably will always have like an edge.
Yeah, they're good.
Pizza Hut used to be the stuff.
Yes, Pizza Hut.
They went downhill a little bit. I don't know what.
Yeah.
It got weird on us. They got too gimmicky. Just make good pizza.
Right.
Leave it be. But they're up there, man. Nobody out pizzas the Hut.
Yeah, they're good.
In my opinion, I think
they're so expensive though lately.
There. But yeah,
I don't know what.
Kind of lost touch.
Yeah.
It gets a little weird. Moving on.
Okay.
That's too much time for pizza.
Right.
I think we made the point. What about a burger? Like your favorite? Let's just go ahead and exclude the ones you can make your own.
Okay.
Okay.
So you gotta go to a chain to get it.
Right. I don't think you can beat a nice homemade burger.
Right. Yeah.
But something you can order. Where have you ordered your favorite burger from?
Okay. Now is this like a Lifetime or just what you can get right now, like down the street?
And then do like your favorite.
Okay,
food.
my favorite burger of all time.
Yeah.
Used to be a Sonic burger.
Right.
And it was their mango habanero.
Oh yes.
Island Fire burger was the bomb. It was so amazing. They have never brought it back, not to my recollection. But it was so good, and it was so awesome that I remember there for like a week. Like I probably ate there 4 times a day.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like,
I'm going
to go get another one. Because they were so good. And I had a problem. I dealt with it. I moved on.
Yeah.
So I'm not that way anymore.
I've dealt with it. I've moved on.
Okay. But
dealing with it.
But that was like if I could have that burger again right now, I would scarf it down in like 2 seconds because it's so good. But they don't have it back.
I remember when they brought it. Like I was there quite often. Mm-hmm. Yes, that was a delicious hamburger.
But now, since that's gone, and now it's just like, okay, what would I go to now that's available? Man, I would have to say, Whataburger's a hard burger to beat.
Right. I agree.
It's hard to beat a good Whataburger.
Yeah.
You know, and it's really hard. And for all those people who may be listening that don't have a Whataburger, you're missing out. It is an amazing burger, and I love it. And
near one.
Yeah, and it's really good. And then Burger Nation here in Victoria. Burger Nation has a really good burger too. So one of those two, I would say, is like right up there. Since I can't, you know, if someone's like, if you were craving a burger, where would you go? I'd probably go to one of those two places.
Yeah.
Whataburger, Burger Nation.
Yeah, I agree. The Burger Nation burger, they spend their time on it. They do pretty good. I wish they did a little bit different meat, but whatever.
Right.
Still, it's pretty good. It's up there. I think it's really hard. It's not impossible. Like, it depends on who's on the fryer that day. Or
right.
Whatever, who's
sure.
on the grill. But, yeah, Whataburger's hard to beat, man. I had a few that were, like, way over-salted.
Yeah.
They were still... It was still a pretty good burger.
Yeah.
But it's like, this has way too much salt on it. But it was still... It's hard to beat Whataburger.
Yeah, so is that your favorite, or you got more?
As far as, like, favorite I've ever ordered somewhere, there was a restaurant in Anchorage, Alaska, that it was a fancy place, like the Captain Cook or someplace like that. I can't remember exactly the name of the place. And it wasn't Captain Cook. It was, anyways, this fancy place downtown. And I ordered, like, the burger like an idiot. You know, I was like, dude, you can have, like, there's an actual chef there.
Right.
And could have had real chefy food, but didn't. Thought it would be better to just order like a child that day. So I ordered a burger, and I didn't regret it. It was pretty great. It was a pretty amazing burger. It was the first time I ever had a hamburger that wasn't well done or cooked all the way through.
Oh, okay.
So it was genuinely mid-rare?
Mid-rare?
Yeah, it was...
pink in the middle?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Yeah, it was something special, which is hard to find in Alaska. Not hard. There's some good food there.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Did you forget one? You just get reminded of something?
I just got reminded of the best pizza. Moose's Tooth Pizza in Anchorage, Alaska.
Yeah.
Is the best pizza ever.
There you go.
It's almost a tie with my little Caesar's invention.
There you go.
I'm just kidding. No, it far surpasses that. Now that I think of it, I cannot believe I forgot about that place. Anyway, but yeah, they're up there, and the burger.
So our two favorite pizza joints have weird names: Possum Holler and Moose's Tooth.
Moose's Tooth.
There you go.
Yeah.
Made of real moose and real possum.
Nope. Although they do have moose on the menu.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we don't have possum on the menu.
No. That would be gross.
Yeah.
Moose aren't scavengers. That would be really
disgusting.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. What about sandwich?
Sandwich. Okay. Now, I have certain sandwich rules.
Right.
Because I'm a weirdie and I have weird things. I do not like cold sandwiches at all.
Right.
So if it's cold, I will nuke it. I'll put it in the microwave. Even if it's a bologna and cheese sandwich, I cannot eat a cold sandwich. I don't like it for some reason. I like my food warm. I'm weird that way. But if we're talking about like the greatest sandwich in the world, then we got to talk about the Mcrib.
Uh-huh.
The Mcrib from McDonald's is the greatest sandwich in the world. And it's one of the reasons why they only bring it around so sparingly. Because if you gave the world that much goodness all the time, it would go mad. So, the Mcrib sandwich.
Or.
What?
Or. If they fed America that much junk all the time, they'd get sued.
No.
It's
be utopia.
Not the greatest. It's your greatest. You can have it. No problem. Keep it.
It's amazing.
Disgusting.
No.
Disgusting. On every level.
It's not.
The bread
It's
is
great.
not bread.
It is bread.
It's styrofoam. You know it. Don't lie.
No,
Don't
it's
lie.
not.
It's styrofoam. It's bread-flavored styrofoam.
No. You're wrong.
The meat, not meat.
It's great meat.
Pretty sure it's just pressed into a form.
Yeah, well, of course.
Now, I don't know this 100% facts.
Right.
Everybody's seen conspiracy videos.
Yes.
That's not the reason why. It doesn't taste like pork to me. It doesn't taste like rib. There's way too much stuff in there. The barbecue sauce
is great.
Just straight sugar. It's so sweet.
So?
Where's the tang? Where's the smokiness? Where's the barbecue essence of barbecue?
It tastes amazing.
No.
That's my only rebuttal.
That's why I feel bad for people
It tastes amazing.
who don't know what barbecue is.
I know what barbecue is.
You don't?
Yes, I
You
do.
now. You're being educated.
No,
And the
I've always
reason
known what
how
barbecue is.
on earth, I'm not going to go out trail. I'm not going down this path. It's pretty good. It is not the greatest thing ever
I love it.
to me.
I'm
And
loving it.
So weird that you would set your standard so low.
It's not a low standard. Everyone looks forward to the McRib. It's like a holiday.
Not everyone.
Everyone.
Not everyone.
Everyone. Everyone who has a brain
That
looks
is-
forward to the
what
McRib.
What is wrong with you?
They do. They have calendars, and they mark them down. Like, 10 days till the McRib. And then it's like, boom, the McRib is back. And everyone runs and gets it, and the world is happy again. So, that's the way it goes. That's the way it works.
You're acting like this thing is going to like cure world hunger.
It will.
Or it's going to
One
solve
day.
all the problems of the world.
One day.
It is a sandwich made by a corporation.
Yes.
I'm going to start preaching here in a second.
There you go.
No, I don't care.
No,
whatever,
but-
man.
but
If
if
you
I-
like crappy stuff,
Yeah.
it's okay. You can have it.
That's probably my favorite sandwich from a restaurant.
There's no G.
Sandwich. When
There's
you
no
when you
G.
talk about McRibs, you pronounce the G.
Oh,
It's protocol.
there's no G.
It's
You pronounce
it's
the
fair.
G.
Sandwich. Sandwich.
Oh, because you can't call it a sandwich.
yeah.
Ah.
Sandwich. No,
I'm catching up now.
but I always like to bring up the McRib because James hates it.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Yeah,
But no,
yeah.
seriously though, I do like that sandwich. But one that's up there with it that you don't have to wait around is a little joint called Witch Witch. Witch Witch.
Mhm.
They have them here in Texas, and I'm sure they have them everywhere, really. But you can get the Euro type sandwich from Witch Witch, which is amazing. It has the tzatziki sauce and stuff on it. It is amazing, and I love it. So it's like one of my favorite sandwiches ever.
Oh, is that like the Greek sandwich, right?
Yeah,
Some people call it a gyro.
yeah,
Or whatever. I'm not arguing with the pronunciation. I'm just being,
right.
am I on the right track? Got it.
That's the one.
Okay.
So what's yours? Sandwich.
I only had one of them,
Oh, okay.
but it was so impactful. It was the best sandwich I think I'd ever had from a place that you could go buy a sandwich from.
Mhm.
It was cold, or I think it was toasted and then put cold lettuce on it.
Right.
Lettuce and tomato and then some kind of red wine vinaigrette, something like that. It was amazing. I don't even remember what the name of that place was. Was that Firehouse Subs?
Firehouse Subs.
Oh,
Yeah.
my word.
Great.
That Italian sub or whatever it was, that was amazing. That was really good.
Yeah.
Big fan.
And that place closed down in our town.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
But still, if ever I go, when I go out of town,
Mhm.
if I ever see a Firehouse Subs, I'm definitely going to stop there and get one of those sandwiches. That was amazing.
The one
Well,
in
I
our
mean,
town should have served
someday.
McRibs. It'd probably still be open.
Stupid.
No. I love
Everyone
Firehouse.
has to lower their standards
Yes.
to a McRib.
No. Firehouse is amazing.
You're ruining the McRib for me.
I'm sorry.
You're ruining McDonald's in general.
You didn't even like it. So how could I ruin it?
No, I don't. It's okay.
Right.
But the way you make it sound, it's like I'm forced to be
Anti.
opposed. I don't know if that's just how our friendship works or
Exactly.
how that goes. I don't know, but
Yeah, every
if
time
you're
I'm
for
passionate
it,
about
I have
something.
to be like, I gotta find negatives in it because there's a reason why it shouldn't be as good as you say it is. Someday that might solve some problems. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I apologize.
No, it's okay.
Not to you. to anyone
Oh.
listening, take a second.
Oh, okay.
To anyone listening that may like McDonald's, I'm sorry. And I do like at McDonald's.
Yeah.
I just like to pick on Chad.
Yeah.
But to you, Chad, I'm not sorry.
You are pretty sorry. That's what I would say.
Anyway, moving on. Pretty amazing. Man, that took way too long to talk about food, as usual. About sports, man. Talked about your favorite sports teams. Like, let's go. Favorite football team.
Favorite football team, professional, college. Where are we going? College? Because my favorite football
No,
team.
we're not going to talk about college.
Oh.
I don't want to hear it.
Is the
Let's
Mountaineers.
talk about football.
West
not
Virginia Mountaineers.
college junky junk.
That's where I'm from. It's my team I love. And
So
growing
everything
up,
West Virginia,
yeah,
college-wise.
everything
right?
West Virginia. Except
Professional.
Marshall, boo. Don't
I'm
like
sorry,
you,
West
Marshall.
Virginia, the university, not
yeah.
the state. Professional football team.
Really, lately I've been, since I've been in Texas, I've been a Cowboy fan.
Right.
Because growing up in West Virginia, we don't have a professional team.
Yeah.
So
What's
a lot
the
of
closest,
people
like,
was like Pittsburgh, Cleveland, the Ravens. My wife is a big Baltimore Ravens fan.
Gross to all of those.
So
my brother's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Washington Redskins. Like my dad was a big Redskins fan growing up.
Gross.
And growing up, I was a big Eagles fan.
Ugh.
Because I loved Randall Cunningham. I loved Randall Cunningham. But and then there for a while, I was a Vikings fan because I loved Randy Moss, West Virginia boy.
Right. Marshall.
Greatest. Nobody's perfect, Randy came from Marshall. It's the only good thing ever came out of Marshall. But guess what, Marshall fans? When you played the Mountaineers with your guy, you lost to the Mountaineers. So
one game. It's all right.
Yeah.
Like you said, no one's perfect.
I know. But anyway, since I've been in Texas, I've just gravitated mostly because of you.
Sure.
We watch football together, and you're a Cowboys fan, so I've just kind of been rooting for the Cowboys since I
got
to Texas. Yeah.
Which is shocking to me.
Right.
We like the Kansas City, the Chiefs.
Yes.
Watch them play. Mr. Mahomes.
Yeah, I like.
Texas Tech. He's tearing it up. He's been doing good. What about basketball?
Basketball, I was, and one day will be again, a Lakers fan.
Right. Once a certain somebody leaves?
Yes. I do not like LeBron James.
Oh, you said his name.
And as soon as he come to L.A.,
right,
I stopped being a Laker fan.
Right.
Now, I don't know. He may be a great person. I'm not judging his character. I'm not judging him.
Right.
But as a basketball player, I do not like LeBron James.
Sure.
I think he's overhyped. I don't think he's Jordan. I think he's trying to be Jordan. But we'll save that for another podcast.
Sure.
But I don't like him. And I just never did like him. And then all of a sudden he comes to my favorite team. And now I'm like,
that's the worst.
I can't root for him.
Yeah.
And my brother, who's such a turncoat, I hope you're listening to this, Scott. For years and years, we both were like, oh, I don't like LeBron. And then as soon as he came to our team, Scott was like, well, he's not that bad, blah, blah, blah. Like, he turncoat. And I'm glad they missed the playoffs this year. I'm sorry, I'm going to rant. But as soon as LeBron's gone, Lakers are my team. And there's always going to be my team. But right now, currently, I like the Warriors. I like Steph.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been rooting for him lately. So whenever
the Bay representing.
Whenever that happens, as soon as LeBron's gone, I'll be back to my Lakers.
Back to the Lakers.
Yep.
Okay. What about like if you had to pick basketball or football? What's your favorite sport?
Football. Hands down.
Not even a hesitation.
Not even a hesitation.
Yeah.
Football is the king.
You will watch football no matter what.
I'll watch anybody play football.
Right.
Like two nobodies that I don't have a clue. I'll sit there and watch it.
Yeah.
Basketball, if it's two professional teams that I don't really care for, I'm like, I ain't watching this.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. It's always good to have faves.
Yes.
Favorites.
What about you?
That's what the show's about.
Let's talk about your sports teams.
It's not that difficult. The best.
Texas all
That's
the way.
my favorite. No, I'm just kidding. Pretty much. Can't help it.
Can't.
College, University of Texas. Thank you. No, I'm not saying it's easy to be a fan.
Right. Oh, yeah, it's not.
And it's almost impossible to brag on them.
Yeah. I know
but
that feeling.
UT, basketball, football, baseball.
Right.
You can brag on the baseball team because they've always been excellent. Professional basketball or football, of course, Dallas Cowboys. Shouldn't say of course, but that's where we're at.
Right.
Of course, the Dallas Cowboys. It was a bad habit passed down from my father.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course, I grew up in the 90s Cowboys when they were
the heyday.
Epic, and it was so easy to be a fan. I think it's when you just fell in love with them, or when I did.
Right.
And I thought, now this is just special, And they're all just because of the hype that they get here in Texas and all the positive media and the hope for the next season and all the drama, it just kind of made it go further. And then I found myself defending them and so proud to wear that Cowboy Star hat. And, everything you buy, you put a Dallas Cowboy Star. Make sure it has one, the coat and, the hat. And I never went as far as warm-ups or anything. But I'd rock them.
Right.
I would have been Emmitt Smith all day.
Yeah.
Basketball, San Antonio Spurs, again. I had 20 years with Mr. Duncan. And it's very hard not to be a basketball fan or a Spurs fan. A lot of people call them boring or whatever, but I always found it very impressive. Very easy to watch the basketball game with those guys. Always rooted for them. Before, when I was a kid, it was the Bulls. The Bulls.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's the greatest basketball player ever, in my opinion. So it was it's just entertaining to watch. And it's one of the things kids fall in love with,
Yeah.
Can't help it. Sports heroes.
It's so funny, you're talking about these back when we were both kids, because I'm just a year older than you.
Yeah.
And if we would have been, living down the road from each other, we would have been, total rivals. Because
mortal enemies.
You were the Cowboys when I was a Randall Cunningham fan.
Right.
And, of course, Eagles and Cowboys, that's not really a rivalry, but it's a
sure. We'll go the same
division
conference,
thing.
Yeah.
And then
division.
I was Lakers, and you were Bulls.
Oh, yeah.
And we would have butted heads so hard back then.
Yeah. I think you would have had a problem. I would have been doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. Because he's a Fairweather fan. He just jumps on the team that's
Fairweather.
always good.
Right.
And
right. Did I mention I'm a Dallas Cowboys
exactly.
fan? Yeah. I should have jumped ship a long time ago. But
I can't agree that being a fan it's painful, man.
Super.
I'm a Mountaineers fan. I love the Mountaineers. Man, they've broken my heart ever since I've known them.
Every year. But one.
But I love them because that's where I'm from, and that's where I'm going to root for. So
yeah.
So I get it. Your favorite can kill you sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been a Longhorn fan most of my life. And except for 1 year. Heartbreak. Cowboys, except for 3 years. Heartbreak.
Exactly.
In my lifetime.
Yeah.
No, whatever. Not going to and it's so I'm not going to talk about it anymore.
Too many painful memories.
There's so much pain that comes along with it. But anyway, those are just that's just a little bit of insight into the mind of Chad and James. There's not a whole lot in there, but
nope.
We don't it's always a fun thing to talk about favorites, talk about what is your favorite. It can lead to some pretty big arguments or just disagreements, discussions, if you want to call it.
Yeah.
And delusions.
Trash
on
talk.
your part.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. It's one of those things that just brings out the best and worst in people. And either it deepens the bond or it shatters it completely.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm telling you, folks, we have been tested. And
yes,
it's so stupid. You feel so dumb later on. How on earth can you let your affection for a organization or a group, tacos.
Yes, tacos.
We've yelled about tacos.
Yes.
And I didn't even talk about those today. I just left that off the list. I'm not even talking about favorite tacos because that is something for a different day.
It's a sore spot
in
our relationship.
It really hurts my feelings. It's almost like the McRib, but worse. No, it's not. It's your particular taste, and you're entitled to it.
Yeah.
No matter how hard. But favorites, it's one of those things, man, that can add a lot of positivity because everyone has a favorite. It can draw you closer together.
Right.
But it can also create division. It challenges you, to deal with other people's favorites and issues like that. But then that does bring up the conversation before we leave today, before we get off of here, before we go about our day and let you guys back to normal, go back to your regular scheduled broadcasting. Let's talk about favorite person. What is your favorite characteristic in a person? And maybe talk about we're not for hours here, but
right, sure.
Just for the next couple of minutes, let's talk about our favorite people and the reason why we find ourselves so connected to that person, and then why we can, how we can find ourselves disconnected.
Right.
But let's talk about favorite person. And what are the characteristics you see what is your favorite characteristic in people?
Are we talking about just like people in general, or just an
just
actual
people
person?
In general,
individual?
not necessarily your best friend, because I know.
Yeah, I was say because you're my best friend.
Extremely funny and quite handsome, but let's talk about general people. The thing that attracts you to people.
No, but no. In general, like a person, to me, one of the things that I like in people is I'm a very positive person. I'm a very, glass half full kind of guy. And
yes, some would say disgustingly so.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah, you've gotten on to me a couple times for that. But
I love it.
But I like that in a person.
Right.
Because we can vibe. And
you need positivity.
Yeah, and I like positivity. So I don't like I don't want to say I don't like people. I don't want to say that. I don't like it when a person is...
It's a negative quality.
Yeah.
The doom and gloom.
Yeah, they're always negative. Like, they can bring a room down, and that kind of personality. Quickly. Like, everybody could be laughing, having fun, and they come in the room, and it's instant, like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
The atmosphere just dipped.
Yeah. I was having such a good time.
Yeah. And I don't want to be one of those people, but I also don't... I don't want to not give those people a chance, because I'd like to think that my positivity could bring them up a little, But that brings up me to the next trait that I like to find in people is a trait where you don't take yourself so seriously. Because to me, I'm a goofy, silly guy.
Sure.
By nature. And I think that's why we get along, because you're kind of silly and goofy too, just as much as me.
Right.
And so we get silly together all the time, and that's what makes it fun.
Right.
But there's always that person that has that characteristic that it's like they take themselves so seriously. Like, they can't take a joke. They can't laugh at themselves. Everything has to be, it's all about them and their ego and their feelings.
Oh, my goodness.
And like, I'd like...
Just leave the feels at the door, please.
Exactly. Just have fun, laugh at yourself, and if you can laugh at yourself, people will laugh with you.
Yeah.
Or
just jab a little bit back. It's okay. You could go ahead.
We take jabs at each other all the time.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, it's fun because you're my best friend.
Sure.
And I know I'm your best friend.
Yeah.
And that's not going to change simply because we disagree on Mcribs or disagree on something stupid.
Something trivial.
Yeah.
It's not life-altering.
Right. And I like that. And I like that about people. And, of course, I like funny people. I like people who can laugh.
Right.
And
make me laugh.
Yeah.
Genuinely make me laugh.
Yeah. So those are some of my top characteristics. But, like, what about you? What do you look for in a person?
Yeah. I think the positive nature in a person's character, like how they perceive the world, it's pretty easy to see right off the bat. Like, if you're positive, you're not going to take yourself all that serious,
right?
Because like the Joker says, life's a joke.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's not 100% accurate, but there's nothing so serious about me, that needs to be taken so serious. There's nothing about my ego that needs to be finessed in that way. Now, there are times when I want to be heard. I don't want to be laughed at. I want you to listen to what I'm saying, but it's how you present that.
Right.
I think is a very important thing, and I think how you take a person, a characteristic that shows just an easiness. They're not taking themselves so serious. They're not necessarily everything's a joke or trying to be funny in every situation.
Exactly.
That doesn't help either. But I think that is the most attractive thing about a person's character. Just the easiness of it,
right?
And just chill. Because I have a tendency to be intense, and I know that about me. but it's like that. It's only when I'm joking. And then when I'm serious, it's more quiet,
right,
and it's more reserved, or it's more like just drawn back. Because to me, it's funny. I'm making fun of it.
right.
Like, to be so intense about something, like, what a joke. Like,
right.
that's so silly. But you're supposed to be serious about it, so let's be I don't know.
Yeah.
I get worked up about certain things. But in sense of humor, definitely, like, in making, like, when a person knows that they're funny without trying to be funny, and just how they know that people are looking at them.
Right.
And they are, that's like an air of confidence without ego.
Right.
But it's like, yeah. And when they talk, they know. It's like working a crowd almost. It's
right.
It's such a strange thing. But when you see that in somebody, that to me is like, man, that I could I could talk to that person. Or,
right.
like, it would be so easy to befriend that type of person. Those are characteristics that I look for. And when you see them, I see them like, you see it immediately, and immediately I'm thinking, like, I wonder if there's anything in common.
Right.
Like, is there a way to build any kind of, like, friendship or any kind of rapport just to be able to talk to that person? Because they could add something to my life that I want. You know what I mean? Absolutely. But on the other side of this, like, those are great things. Like, the things that your favorites, but, like the dangers of chasing after favorites. You know what I mean? Now, you have your favorite team, and it's like it's just like your favorite person. Right. You know, there's good things and there's bad things. But it's like holding people to that standard. You know what I mean? Right. Of, you have to fit in my favorite category right here, and when you don't, then it creates this problem. Right. Like there's a fracture. Like, there's something broken. Because what I want to be, my favorite thing about you is I want you to be, this. I want you to wear blue shirts. Right. And when you don't wear blue shirts, and I say that because it's petty. Right. And we pick petty things because it's our favorites. Exactly. I don't like it when you talk like that. Well, I mean, hey. Right. I'm 42 years old. I will talk how I want to talk. Exactly. Yeah, like, absolutely. I've made it this far, like, talking when I want to talk. Right. And saying what I want to do. Like, I mean, these are the things that I do. And it's trying to change people, and when they don't, then it's just something like a break there, right? And it fractures and it hurts, and it's one of those things. It's like the dangers of always looking for your favorite instead of using, like, different characteristics in people to strengthen yourself, absolutely, like, to become a stronger person, right? Because let's face it, I'm not everyone's favorite. Right. I mean, neither am I. I'm sure I get on plenty of people's nerves. Yeah. I mean, yes, you do. The way we talk, the way we come across, like, the fact that we can laugh about so many different things. Right. Because, look, this is not the all in all. Like, this is, we're here, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, and we're trying to get to what's next. Right. Exactly. Like, there's not so much that we have to take so serious here, because honestly, it's all. A lot of it boils down to ego, or boils down to, like, just preference anyway. Right. So it's just take a break. Plus, you never know what somebody can open you up to in your life. Yeah. Like, my favorites may not be your favorites, but if you're open enough to try one of my favorites, it might become one of your favorites. Yeah. And to me, that's how people grow. Yeah. And you got just the same way we do it with foods and sports and stuff like that. Yeah. You do it with people. Like, and this person may not be anything like me. Yeah. But you may just fall in love with that person and their personality because they're not like you. Because they're so different. Yeah. And you're like, man, you fascinate me. Yeah. Because the way you look at life or the way you go about things is not how I do it at all. How you approach it. Yeah. But you find you like that person simply because they're different, not because they're the same all the time. Yeah. It's definitely something I wish I would have picked up on as a kid or as a young man. Yeah. I didn't catch it until I was much older. Yeah. And I feel like I didn't really, really grasp onto it till I got married and realized I married someone who was almost exactly opposite. Right. You know what I mean? And you did too. Yeah. Me and Heather are totally different. Different in so many ways. Yes. And it's also like one of the things that makes it so much easier for us to get along is that there are a lot of commonalities. We have a lot of the same personality traits. Yes. But express differently.
Yes.
Is that a good? That's a polite way to put it.
Yeah.
You're like, what's different about us, and it makes it so easy to be around it. Where you're weak, I'm strong. Where I'm weak, you're strong, and it's like it helps get through, and it's something to learn.
Mm-hmm.
I should be like this at this time, dealing with stress or dealing with people or dealing with circumstances or heavy workload or whatever it is. Like, this is what I see in my friend or in my wife or in the people that I associate with. These are characteristics that before I thought were, why do you do that?
Exactly.
Like, how can you... One of the things that my wife, I have learned from her the most, like, precious human being, but deathly afraid at one point in her life to speak to people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just out of the blue. To start a conversation, to be open and vulnerable in that way. And it could be intimidating. Yeah. I don't see it as vulnerability, but some people do, and like her. And but when, like, I have watched her watch me and people like me, and she has tweaked here and there.
Yeah.
And now I'm not saying she's 100% over it, but she's challenged herself, and then we will talk about it. Right. And she's like, you know what? I don't know what I was afraid of before, and I'm very glad that I was pushed in this area to just talk, to just share my story, to share what my life with other people, and be a helping hand when necessary, and having more people that I can rely on and like shoulders to cry on type situations. Or just people to share life with, because life is amazing.
Yes.
And it's even better when you share it with people.
Yes.
Like, this is what we have. Like, dogs and cats that can't talk back.
Exactly.
We may think they understand and they hear and they're there, but they don't.
Exactly.
They may understand, like, hey, your blood sugar's low.
Yeah.
You have a support dog. And that's fantastic.
Right.
But, like, they're not going to be able to express their emotions as complex as we can.
As a human can, sure.
Yeah. So people's what we got. So this is what we're working with. And the more we get out there, if you're just picking your favorite people, you're never going to grow as a person emotionally or even mentally.
And that's a very small circle.
It is.
Because
it's very hard. Sometimes
we're
you have
all
to step
unique
outside
in some
of it.
way.
Yeah.
And if I had just people like me, I get sick of me all the time.
Yeah. Absolutely. Stuck in my own head is the worst place to be sometimes.
And I'm like, I don't need another one right by me. I get tired of him too.
I already doubt me. I don't need you telling me to suck right now. I need you to pump me up just a little bit.
Exactly. I need someone to bounce off of. I need somebody that's a little bit different, and
excuse me,
and we can see eye to eye, and some of the most fun things we've ever talked about, and some of the most fun moments we've ever had, is debating dumb stuff
or just straight up disagreeing,
where we're arguing over McDonald's or something stupid.
Yeah.
But we end up laughing our heads off because at the end of the day it's so funny. Yeah. And just at the end of the day we just call each other a dork and walk away. Yeah. So
you think you're so smart, don't you? Actually, yes, I do. Love you, bro. Later. Gotta go.
Exactly. We'll do it again tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll see you Monday. Yeah. It's just one of those things. It's such a rewarding thing though, and you never know when that negative thing, that thing you like the least, can turn into one of your favorites.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Not just characteristic, but, I mean, just attitudes or what you think was a negative at one point can be a positive eventually. Like, we all get older. We all mature.
Sure.
And I can deal with people I couldn't deal with in my 20s.
Oh,
I can deal with them now. Absolutely. I can help them. I can be wrong alongside them. And they can influence me in some ways and in positive ways. And I know how to deal with it now because I've been subjected to it for years.
And plus, we're less annoying now. Hopefully, than I was in my 20s.
That's definitely the goal.
Yeah,
is to be a better person and grow, and that happens when you allow yourself to be around. Not saying they have to direct your life for you.
Right,
that should be a given, and I hope that is. I hope it's taken that way. But allowing people to be around you and influence you in a little, like just to influence your thinking just a tad, to see it their way.
Right.
And it helps you be more compassionate and have more empathy.
Yeah.
And more just general basic love for different kinds of people, which makes us all better.
Makes you better human
Makes us
being at the end
better.
of the day.
Yeah, and that's the goal. I mean,
Yep.
to be the best person that we can be. So that when the time comes, when that moment comes, when you're needed, and then you get to jump in, like lend a helping hand.
Exactly.
That's the point of it. Anyway.
I like it.
Yeah, favorites can be good, and favorites can be bad. We can't just stick with them.
Right.
Can't just eat Almond Joys all day.
Yeah.
End
Who
up
would?
End up
That's
with
crazy.
diabetes. Unfortunately, no.
Eat McRibs. Not
Eat
Almond
McRibs.
Joys.
Oh my gosh, that is such bad advice. Yeah, you go get a McRib. Go ahead.
I would right now.
Go ahead. Dare you?
They don't have them.
Go ahead. I'll go make you one.
Well, it's not the same. You can't make something.
I will. I'll buy the stuff online.
No.
I'll
you
find
couldn't.
some McRibs on eBay.
No. You couldn't do it.
Yeah, and you can't eat carbs, so that's my whole
yeah,
point.
I'm on a low carb thing right
Get
now,
off
so
it.
I can't eat it. But I would break it for a McRib. I would break it. I'd break it today. If I had a McRib, I'd break it.
You're a liar. Don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Hang in there.
But
Nerd.
those are my
You
favorites.
should have an Almond Joy. All right. Favorite food, favorite teams, favorite stuff, favorite
Right.
people.
Yeah. We may have to do another episode later.
We
about
have to do favorites later. I think
There's
we're
a
going to have
lot
to
of favorites.
branch out of sports. Let's get to you had mentioned it earlier. Let's talk about vacation destinations, stuff like
Yeah,
that. I thought we kind of tapped into that a little bit on our summertime episode last week. We'll definitely have to revisit this.
Right.
There's a lot to
Yeah.
cover.
And if there's a subject you guys want us to talk about,
Yeah.
comment. Wherever
Contact
you can make
us.
comments, comment and let us know.
Let us
Like,
know.
hey, talk about this, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah. We'll more than likely.
More likely.
Yeah. It's got to fit
Sure.
into our agenda,
Right?
right?
But we'll do our best to mention it.
I don't think we need to talk about underwater basket weaving
No.
or something of the like. Ballroom dancing, no interest.
No.
Have no opinion.
Right?
Looks fancy.
Yep.
End of story.
It's out of our league.
Yeah.
It's not our world.
Yeah. Not fancy enough for that.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, please leave likes on the social media stuff. Go find them. We're on everything. We're trying to get on everything.
Yep.
I know we're on Instagram. We got the
Yes.
TikTok thing going.
Yep.
We need to make some more videos for that as well. But follow us. Follow Chad on there. He's on there as well. But you can find Bud's Verse on TikTok. You'll find Chad in there. Follow him as well. He does a TikTok pretty much every day. Maybe a couple of them, depending on how many you find.
Yeah, depending on my mood that day.
Yeah. He's got a lot of spare time.
Yeah.
We're on Facebook. Find us on there. Super easy. Just Bud's Verse all the way
Yeah.
across. Find us somewhere on social media. Follow us. Find out what we're doing. Find out what we got coming up. Find out what we're going to be doing in the future. Be sure to leave comments. Let us know what you think. Subscribe. It's on.
That helps us out.
Yeah. We're on Apple. We're on Spotify. We're on Google.
Anywhere you can
We're on
find podcasts,
everything. If you can find a
find us.
podcast, you're going to find us on there. So be sure to follow and let us know. Let us know what we can do. Be more interesting on topics, or however we can. Whatever we can do, we'll try. We want to put out the best content, best possible content for you guys. It's all for you anyway.
Yeah. Laugh with us or laugh at us.
Yeah,
That's our policy.
we're okay with it. We are secure enough in who we are. We can take it.
Just listen to make fun of us.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's fine. Just tell your friends. Make them follow. And tell them, hey, make fun of these morons.
Make fun of these guys with me.
That one breathes in his microphone a whole lot. Anyway, we really appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you for everything you guys are doing right now. We appreciate it. Keep it up, and be sure to share, like, and share, and let's keep this thing going. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out for today on the favorites. Chad?
Favorites.
Had fun today?
Yeah, I did it. I have a blast every day.
Yeah. Every day's fun for me. Yeah. All right, guys. We will talk to you guys later. Peace.
Bye.